Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Carriere Family Farms. Today we're going to look at the January shipment report. We're going to dive into in-shell and kernel shipments, as well as look at commitments, shipments, and then what we see as left as available volume for the rest of the year. But real quick, we're going to jump into the weather. We've had a lot of rainy weather here in California. I'm sure you've seen the news that California has been receiving a lot of rain over the past week. That is very true, and we have gotten a lot of rain. However, we are in an area where we're not seeing a lot of damage. It's pretty normal for us to get this amount of rain in wet years. So we're not seeing anything out of the ordinary for a wet year, and the trees are very happy to be receiving the added water this year. Overall, the shipment report of January was extremely strong, extremely promising. The one thing we did see was an increase in volume from crop receipts. So we're about 8% over our crop estimate, which brings us to about 820,000 in-shell tons, which is our biggest crop on record. However, when we look at commitments, we're really starting to see that we're catching up with the volume that we brought in on the sales side. So looking at commitments, we're about 22% over last year at this time. So our commitments are far exceeding last year, and that's good to see with the additional crop that we have on hand. In addition, in-shell shipments have been moving like crazy. So we're 88% over last year as of January, and that is very impressive and very important to focus on. Last year we had some bad quality issues and it delayed some shipments out the gate. This year we saw the opposite. We saw great quality, and we're seeing buyers coming back for that volume, that extra good quality at the extra good price. So we are seeing some firming in the in-shell market, not jumping leaps and bounds, but we are seeing some increases there. On the kernel side, we're kind of starting to see the same situation. The kernels are outpacing last year by over 23%, and we're really starting to see the market move there as well. Again, we had bad quality last year, but we didn't really see that in the kernel side because we're able to sort that out. So the fact that we're shipping 20% over on kernels is still very promising, and does paint a really strong picture for us moving forward. Now, if we look at total crop receipts, total shipments, and then what we have committed on record, we are actually seeing a really strong picture looking forward. We're about 50% shipped, and we're about 30% committed. So that's about 20% left of what we have for the entire crop. Now, that might still sound like a lot, but when you break down that 20%, it's not 20% of Chandler jumbo large in-shell or 80% halves. It's combo, it's pieces, it's undersize. So we really start to lose some of the momentum behind that 20% of what we actually market to a lot of our main customers. As well, we have the USDA buy coming in, and that's expected to take about 2 or 3% of that 20% off the market as well. So ultimately, we're really getting down to the bottom tail ends of what we have left in California. Still great quality, but we are starting to see firming in pricing due to the lack of availability that we have left. If any of you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We will be attending the Miwa show in India, as well as the Gulf Food show in Dubai this coming week, and we look forward to seeing everyone there. Thank you.